When I woke up this morning, I heard a disturbing sound. That's right. When I woke up this morning, I heard a disturbing sound on the radio. I was listening to the news reader, and as he is reading the news, he said that it had been determined by a think tank of smart people somewhere that global warming was going to have a serious impact on the trees. And I thought, oh no. You know about global warming in the first place. Global warming is terrible. It's bad. Al Gore's told us that everything's going to be bad. The waters are going to rise. The oceans are going to rise. The city of Miami is going to be underwater. The oceans are going to rise 3-4 feet. There's going to be mass starvation because of global warming. The crops are going to die. People can't eat because there won't be enough food. I mean, everything they ever say about global warming is terrible. So as I'm sitting there listening to the news, and he said global warming was going to have a serious impact on trees, I was down. Down in the dumps. Because anything to do with global warming seems to be bad. And then they said it's going to affect trees. Trees! Of all things, trees! I love trees. Everybody loves trees. I like to look at trees. They have big trees. They have little trees. They have trees in between. How many here have never swung on a swing hung on a tree limb? Probably everybody. Everybody here swung on a tree limb. How many people grabbed a rope and on the river bank that was tied to a tree limb and swung out into the river and dropped in? Trees are wonderful. Not only are they great things to play in and on, climbing and whatever, they provide us wonderful things. They provide us oranges, apples, peaches, pears, all these wonderful things, walnuts, pecans, Brazil nuts. They all come from trees. Trees are wonderful. They're great. That doesn't even mention the industrial things trees provide us. Lumber, this very structure we're in tonight, is made out of trees. The newspapers you read are made out of trees. The paper you write on are trees. The pencils you use are made out of trees. But I'm sitting there listening to this, and he said global warming is going to have a serious impact on the trees. Down to the dumps. I was disturbed. And then he continued to say, the effect of trees from global warming is going to be a greater supply of carbon dioxide. With more carbon dioxide, because trees take in carbon dioxide, he said trees are going to grow bigger and they're going to grow faster. Started thinking, wait a minute. Carbon dioxide, which is a byproduct of global warming, which apparently all these evil humans are producing, is going to make the trees grow faster and bigger. I say, wait a minute. I think that's good. I know some old boys right now that grow citrus trees. And if their trees would grow bigger and grow faster, I think they would like that. That means they would make more money sooner. So that was pretty good. So then it dawned on me. All these people are worried about global warming. Mother Nature is going to take care of the temperatures. Now we as humans, we need to be good stewards of the earth, but Mother Nature is going to take care of it. You know why I know that? Because I live in Highlands County. And you know what's special about Highlands County? It is a special place. In Highlands County, there are species of birds, plants, and animals that are unique to this area. They're not found anywhere else in the southeastern United States except in Highlands County. So the people are very protective of this. And you know why we have these unique species? Is because many years ago, the people abused the climate with all their SUVs and all their coal-fired power plants, and the oceans rose. Not 2 or 3 feet, but they rose hundreds of feet. They covered up the whole state of Florida, except for a few little of the high points here in Highlands County. They remained as islands. And those plants, animals, and birds that were unique to the area before the waters rose, they survived. They stayed. Some of them are still here today. But the oceans came up, and the oceans went back down. And this was several thousand years ago. They went down all by themselves. We didn't have the EPA and this government and that government bureaucracy to change it. They didn't disrupt everything to change it. So this is the point I want to make to you about global warming is use your head. Use your head. We have to be careful. We have to keep things clean. But don't change your whole life worried about changing the weather. Mother Nature is going to change the weather, regardless of what we do. Something called the sun out there is going to have a big effect on our weather. So the point of this is do the best we can. Don't worry about the weather. And it'll all take care of itself. Thank you for letting me tell you about this little incident, because I feel better, and you can too. Mr. Toastmaster.